Hi, I'm Ambry, and this is Ambry's Corner. Welcome. If you're a returning viewer, watch this. Welcome back. I am back today with story time for you. Today is February 6th, Sunday, and it is 9:41 p.m. Yeah, p.m. So I am back today with another is what we'll get into in a second. Before we get into it, hi y'all. I hope y'all doing all right. I hope everybody having an amazing weekend, amazing Sunday, Saturday, Friday. I had to work Friday, but I hope y'all was still amazing. You know, I don't want everybody to suffer just because I was suffering. So yeah, so if you like to hear this story time, please stick around. Let's get into this video. Let me just say, I have been procrastinating on making this video, and not because I don't want to, but because like I already have a couple of videos that I've been saving up just in case, you know, I have one done time. Hopefully I can get this up before Saturday. Hopefully that will be enough. Yeah, so let's just get into story time. This story time, it's a little lengthy, so it's not lengthy, but it's not short. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna call it. I think I won't call it She Wasn't My Friend. So when I was in school, or middle school, high school, but this particular person I didn't meet till I was in middle school. So her recently, and that's what, and I had been thinking about her, and I was like, you know, maybe I should just film this video and talk about it, but I hadn't. So I decided now to film it. Procrastinated on it, but I'm gonna film it. So I met this person in middle school, I think either my 6th or my 7th grade year. I'm not quite sure when she came in, but like she was instantly one of those girls that everybody drew to. Everybody just sort of liked. She was really cool, laid back, and she was a little bit of a jokester. Like, she liked to talk and have fun and talk shit and, you know, just do all that. And she was cool, as I thought she was, but she also had her mean girl side. She was a little bit of a mean girl. I think even she would say that about herself now, that she was a little bit of a mean girl. But I mean, who doesn't know one of them? Anyway, I'm gonna call her Regina George, because she gave me Regina George vibes. Y'all remember how nice, nasty Regina George was in the Mean Girls. She gave me very much Regina George in Mean Girls, except without all the pink. She wasn't into all of that. Like, that wasn't her style, but she gave me Mean Girls vibes. Anyway, so I met Regina George in the 7th grade, and right off the bat, I almost get like a vibe about people when I meet them. Like, I almost can tell whether or not we'll be cool or not. Sometimes I don't always know, but I kind of have like a feeling, just because, you know, when you as old as I am, you can always, and when you as like weary of people as I am, you can always sense like how people are gonna be, whether or not you're gonna be close or not. I can always sense when my friends are going to be my friends. Like, I can always sense it. I can tell you right away if we're going to be friends by meeting you. So yeah. So Regina George, I met her in 7th grade, and back then, like, she really didn't say much, and she really didn't start saying much to me until later. And so I want to say about the 8th grade, like our last year in middle school, that was like when we really became like friends, because we had a PE class together. In the PE class we had together, like, we had like 2 gyms. We had a big gym and we had a small gym. The boys occupied the big gym for whatever reason, I don't know, because they really did most of the work. Like, in the beginning of our PE class, we did a little bit, but we didn't do much, you know what I mean? So it was like a real lax PE class, and they got even laxer in high school, but it was like real lax. And so, like, most times the girls that didn't do nothing, we would always sit on the bleachers, and I was the one of the ones. I wasn't trying to exercise. I wasn't trying to kick no ball around. I wasn't trying to sweat. I didn't want to run. I didn't want to jump. I didn't want to do nothing. I did what was asking me, and then she left us alone after that. Like, the little exercise we did was all I was gonna do. All I was gonna do. Even now, that's all I'm gonna do. Nothing really. Anyway, and so, like, we really started getting close, because it was like a group of us, and most of the girls in my school gave me Regina George vibes. There was like a few that didn't really move like that. They wasn't into that. They kind of just kept it to their mind, their business, and you know, whatever was whatever. And then you had them girls that was nice, nasty, and they was nice in your face and nasty behind your back. And Regina George was one of them. She was low key. She was real key, high key, low key. One of them. She was nice, nasty, and I knew that about her. But I tried to give people the benefit of the doubt whenever like if you being nice to me, I be nice to you. But there's only so many times I'll let you continue to be nice, nasty to me before I cut it off at the throat. Like, I don't do that. I don't do that fake stuff. Like, if you're gonna be fake, if you're gonna be phony, if you want to be my friend, be my friend. But if you're not, see, I don't really care about, you know, who you friends with, who you hang around with when you're not with me. That's your business. But when you with me, you with me, and we friends. So treat me as such. I don't expect you to defend me to them other ones, but cause they're your friends. But I expect you to at least be good to me. And she was to my face, but behind my back, she was not. Even to my face, sometimes she wasn't that nice to me. Anyway, so we got real close in middle school, and we talked, and I just kind of like, I thought she was really cool, and she was. And I remember that one time, but yeah, we had got real close. Well, that summer, I think at this time we was still doing the standardized testing. So like, we took the CRCT test, and I think one of our tests like we did not do as well on. I kind of already knew it, but we didn't do as well. So we was gonna have to retake the test in summer school, and that's what we did. We went back to summer school that next year. So the next year we go to summer school, and we're in summer school class together, and we ended up with a few students from that year. From that year, we in classes with them. And it's like a couple boys and it's us or whatever. And so we real cool up in the summer school classrooms. Like, we real cool. And we were eating lunch together. We was playing outside together. Like, we was doing, well, we didn't play outside, but like some point they took us outside, let us walk around or whatever, and we was outside together playing and talking and stuff like that. We were real cool, so I thought we were. What's cool with most of the guys in our class, cause that's who she was. Like, she would rather be around guys. She had like a few friends that were girls, but she just would rather be around males. That was just who she was. She would run those girls. But she was Regina George messy though. Let me tell you, Regina George messy. So at least in my face, we was cool. I assume we were cool. And so one day, we're outside and we're lining up to go back into the classroom, and one of the boys he'll often say, you know, Regina talking about you. I say, what? No, she's not. And I guess they tell me what she said, and like, she's just standing there smiling. I'm not smiling because at this point, like, I don't know, looking back now at everything I had went through, I feel like sometimes I took maybe things people said to heart when they didn't always mean it to be like that, and I just didn't understand how they played. Cause believe it or not, a lot of people got teased, but some of them was able to throw jokes back, and that's what, you know, kind of how it kind of went. And so they was cool when they was able to do that. But me, I can throw jokes. Let's not play. I can throw jokes, but I can throw jokes with people that I can keep up with. You know what I mean? I can't keep up with everybody. You know, I got jokes for my mama, jokes for my aunties, jokes for my cousins, jokes for my friends. Like, me and my friend were just on the phone just a few minutes ago, and I was joking like crazy with her. Like, I was just throwing jokes and jiving on her, and we do it all the time. Cause I'm used to it, you know, at this point. But back then I wasn't used to it. And when people did it, most time they did it in front of a group of people, and it wasn't so I would laugh with them. It was so they could hurt me. And when they achieved their goals, they felt good about it, even if it was at my expense. And I didn't want to think that this girl was like that, but she was. And this was the first time that I had experienced her being like that. Like, I kind of already knew she was like that, but like, she had shown me in this point how she was. Like, she had shown me. So I kind of knew when I dealt with her the next year how to handle her, like how to keep her at arm's length, not let her get. And so here we go in high school. And that first year I think we had like 2, maybe 3 classes together. We had biology together. I think maybe that was the only class we had together. We had biology together and we had PE together. And so we had biology together. I think that was like my 5th, 6th period class. And this is when it changed from 6 classes to 7 classes. This is around that time when that happened. And so like we was like really cool, and we would hang out in, you know, biology together. We would sit together and we would talk and play and laugh. And so I had an incident one day with a dude in the class, and I ended up moving my seat. Well, when I moved, she kind of like just moved to where I was. I was thinking, okay, she being a friend, she supportive, she just gonna move with me. Nah, sis was on some other stuff. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so I ended up moving to another seat in the back of the classroom. Actually, no, I started out in the front and she was in the back, and they moved me to the back where she was, when in reality, I should have been in the front with her, because I needed the extra help. I needed that extra help. But they moved me to the back with her and another dude, and that's where I sat. And so let's not get into twist now. She didn't defend me when people would throw jokes my way. She didn't defend me. She would laugh most of the time to say they just playing Yasmin. They don't really mean it. But literally, she would look at me like they meant it, sis. Like, it's funny and I'm laughing at you, not with you. And I would say, oh, okay. And the guys would just like agree. And I know they didn't mean it. Anyway, so moving on. So we get to about in our gym class. I'm not sure. I think our gym class was before our PE class. I think our gym class was before our biology class, but I'm not really sure if it was or not, but I think it was. So we get to our PE class, and one day we're in class and we're in the gym. We're in the actual gym, because you know, you had like in high school you had physical education, and then you had health education. That's when they go over, like, you know, different health things, like how to go on a healthy diet, what's bad fad diets or bad diets, you know, anorexic, bulimia, that's when we talk about all that stuff, you know. That's when we go into all that stuff. And then there's also, the health class was also how we got like the little certificate, like, you know, like the little test you have to take, what was it, the Joshua Law thing you have to take to get your, like, to get your learner's permit when you go to DMV. We also took that in health also. So yeah. So then moving on. So then one day we was in physical education, and we was in the gym. Like I said, she would make us do like a couple of like little things in health class, and then like we were good for the rest of the day, do whatever we wanted to do. And then we're on our own. So this day in particular, you know, we were all standing around talking. And this is what we always do. Like, we always stood up against the wall or against the bleachers and we talked or played. And she allowed us to have our phones. I think I told y'all this in another story time. She allowed us to have our phones out. And so this day was no different. We had our phones out. And we were talking about something. And some girl was hyping up about that she knew somebody that was like real big at that time. And most of us didn't believe her. But somehow we got on another subject. And we were all talking, and I was about to say something, and it felt like every time I was about to speak, she like get louder, or she get like more boisterous with what she was about to say. And like she just kept doing, then finally one of the girls, she said, you know, you just keep talking over her, like, and they were all about, but in reality it actually hurt my feelings. I think she knew that, she just didn't care. She knew what she was doing, but she just didn't care. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, Yasmin. You can say what you want to say. And I said, oh, it's alright. I'm good. Like, I didn't really want to talk to her. That was like the second time I seen her do me like that. The second time. But somehow I feel like every time she would do my that, karma would like come back and bite her in the butt some kind of way. I feel like every time she did me like that, karma would come back and get her in some kind of way. Anyway, let's fast forward a couple years. Fast forward a few years after I had dropped, maybe not a year, maybe a year or two after I had dropped out of school. And I had just gotten my iPhone 6 Plus. And one night, I think at this time we were friends on Facebook. And one night one night I was on the phone with my friends, my best friends, and we were talking to whatever. And like I said, I had all my, you know how like, when you got Facebook app on your phone, you can sync like your contacts from Facebook into your contacts on your phone. I made the mistake of doing it, but when this happened, I cut that out, like cut it out. I don't do that no more because random people, I used to put my number up on Facebook and random people used to text me and stuff like that, you know, random guys, old me, you used to just text me for no reason. And even people used to play on my phone from school. Like, I don't like stuff like that, so I took my number off, all of it. But when we was, one night I was on the phone with my friend, my two best friends, we was on FaceTime, and a call popped up on my phone, and I stupidly, I see the name and I answer it. It's Regina George. Stupidly, I answered the phone and they played on my phone. So it's like two guys and her. And I don't know if they was on like three-way or if they was at her house. I don't know what was going on, but they was on the phone and like, he like, Yasmin, I want to talk to you. You so fine, you so fine. I said, nah, I'm good. And I knew he was playing because like the way he was doing. And then like I heard snickering in the background. He was like, man, you so fine. I want to talk to you so bad. I said, okay, I'm good though. He said, that's all right. I don't want to talk to your ugly ass anyway. And then he hang up the phone. And all I hear before he hang up the phone is her in the background dying. I mean, she practically on the floor. And the other dude, he laughing. All of them laughing. And I hang up the phone. And so I made the decision right then. I said, you know what? I knew it in high school, in middle school, even before when I met her in 7th grade, that she was not my friend. I don't know why I expected any different. Like, and I think, and the funny part is like when we was in high school, she ended up getting kicked out because something about a big brawl went down in the lunchroom, and like she and a couple other people was involved in it, and they got kicked out of school. I think I told y'all that in the jail bar video about another guy, and they was friends. Yeah, and so I think they kind of related too, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, she got kicked out, so that's what I mean by like karma. Like she was mean to me. She was nice, nasty to me, but like it kind of always came back in her face a little bit because like anytime she would do something, I feel like something worse would happen to her. And I feel like that's just karma at the end of the day. Like God telling you need to be a little bit nicer, and you probably could be, but I be seeing her a lot, and ever since then, like she been sending me friend requests on Facebook. And I know we grown and all that, and I'm not the same person and all that stuff no more. But like, you know, when you treat people like that, and I had long left the school because of how I was getting treated, amongst other things. But you know, I just had long left the school, and so I think the thing would have been to leave me be, because I wasn't even there no more. Y'all pretty much ran me out the building, so why are you continually harassing me when I'm not there anymore? Like, leave me alone. Move on with your life. You know, enjoy your life. Make the best of it, because you only got one, and your high school days are over with. So I mean, enjoy your life. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm no threat to nobody. At least I wasn't. I'm no threat to nobody. I'm out here living my life. You should do the same. My life is good. I hope yours is better. And that's that. That's all I want. Story time. This was a story time. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. I hope you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, what you want to hear, and I will do my very best to make that happen for you. I do have another story time coming for you, and I have like a little series I'm working on, but we'll talk about that in another video, and I will see y'all next one.